Welcome to the Reaction Squad podcast, season 3, episode 4. We got Nedge, we got Ruben, myself, and one and only my bestie, Mario Fango 93, aka Walk Me Slower 93,
aka Sam.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah, everybody. So, how's everybody doing this week?
Oh, good. Busy as usual, but yeah, I'm glad I'm here just in time instead of being late.
It happens. Life happens.
Yeah, and I can't believe it. Like, since it's close to the end of August, my birthday is coming up, which is September 7th.
Cool.
Okay, so what's today's topic?
Well,
Oh, yeah. We have a few topics here to talk about. Do you want to go over them real quick, Sam, just to remind the audience?
yes. I think the first topic that I really want to start, it's about that SpiderMan topic, I believe.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. About leaving the MCU. Is he coming back? Is this and that? And a lot of copyright rights and stuff between Sony, Disney, Marvel, yada yada.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pretty fucking upset when I heard about this, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I've heard when they leaving MCU, and when I checked on Facebook, why?
Yeah, right, absolutely. And also the other topic is going to be, it's kind of a small thing, but for a lot of you gamers out there, especially those that own the PC, Nvidia driver, huge update for all you cats out there that can potentially boost all your games by 25%.
Yeah, I heard about Nevada. Nevada's a good new drivers.
Mm-hmm. All right, said yeah. Our topic: Spider-Man leaving the MCU or not?
I'm so tired. Let's see. I literally just woke up a couple minutes ago.
Okay, I'll explain my part. Back in 2000, Spider-Man was pretty good. Like, I seen all Spider-Man 3 movies until I heard they rebooted for the first time when Spider-Man 4 is canceled. My favorite has to be Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is my favorite actor.
I'm with you.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire is one of my favorites too.
A lot of people say, "Oh, it's like, dude, no, I love the way he played it." I got sick of reboots back when Spider-Man and like X-Men. Like, once I saw that, I was already off the reboot train. I'm like, no, I don't want to keep seeing Spider-Man getting bit. I don't want to keep seeing. It's like, no. It's like I want to see like Venom. I want to see Carnage. Like, Carnage. You see, like as a Spider-Man fan, you want to see that live. You want to see even Spider-Man and Venom teaming up to take on Carnage.
Yeah,
that crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like, but it's like we're never gonna see it because every time we finally get there, reboot. Oh, here we go again. Spider goes.
I would always see the joke too about like how many times you have to see Uncle Ben die.
Yeah. That's why I just keep the pack of rice with me. You know what I'm saying?
I think he did good at Uncle Ben in the 2000 Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, they did. I feel like they really did. For me, I am a fan of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I wasn't a fan of the third movie though. The only thing I liked about the third movie though was Sandman. I feel like they got Sandman pretty spot on.
You know what really messes me up? Venom looks just like Spider-Man. It's like, Venom doesn't look like Spider-Man. He's supposed to be big buff.
Yeah, I don't think he looks like
that was a horrible.
They made him kind of slim trim. Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah,
that was a horrible. It felt like more Carnage-ish. Like
Carnage has got the same frame as Spidey.
Yeah,
Venom is kind of a bigger, bulkier dude.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that 100.
Yeah. The Venom movie, that one was more spot on as Venom, you know?
Oh, yeah. That's one of the best movies, but the Chris Pond with it. I actually enjoyed the Venom movie.
I never seen it. I was actually thinking about watching it soon. I don't want to say don't spoil it, but it's my fault for not watching it. So.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
If you do watch it, it's a really good movie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from the whole topic and everything, I remember I heard about it.
Oh, Sam, did you see the Venom movie yet?
Unfortunately, I haven't, but I had to watch it on DVD somehow. But yeah, about Spider-Man, I was about to say, besides Tobey Maguire, I also love Tom Holland as as the teenage Peter Parker.
For me, I have my reasons.
He's one of my favorite actors.
I love Tom Holland.
Andrew Garfield. He's okay. Not my favorite actor.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, I'm a fan of Tom Holland as playing a Spider-Man, but I'm not a fan of seeing teenager Spider-Man. I would have preferred college aged like Spider-Man, where he's more as a scientist, because that's who he is. He's a scientist, like instead of depending on Tony Stark and his tech and everything, like he makes his own stuff, not depending on others to do that for him.
I've been a huge Spider-Man fan since I was like a kid when it first started with Tobey Maguire, and I have a ton of Spider-Man stuff, including my hat. And sometime I would like to get a tattoo of a Spider-Man head. But yeah, that's how much of a huge Spider-Man fan I really am. But anyway,
okay. So after Far From Home, when Spider-Man decided to leave MCU, I was heartbroken because there's never been Spider-Man 3 movies, like Amazing Spider-Man 3 or a next Spider-Man sequel for Far From Home, which I never seen the second one yet because I haven't seen Adventure series yet.
It's really good. I've seen it already, so don't worry. I'm not gonna spoil it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So this happens. Just kidding. But no, I remember hearing from the deal that Sony didn't want to accept the 50-50 deal from Disney because they wanted to re-sign the deal where Disney was only getting 5%.
No. Dick move, man. Dick move, man.
And I was like, that's a bit much. I mean, I'm surprised.
That's messed up. That's like me being like, y'all get 5%, Ninja gets like 95% of the podcast. Like that's you know what I mean? You split it down.
Wow.
Man. Don't make Stan Lee do barrel rolls in his grave. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, it's about the character and the fans. Put your bullshit aside. You all gonna make money. Just don't be making money off of someone else's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right.
No. Yeah. Very wrong.
Yeah. Real quick here, Shadow says, why is always the reboot for Spider-Man? Yeah. When are we gonna actually get Carnage? Damn it! See, she's on the same page as me. When are we going to get a live action movie of Miles Morales? When are we going to see Spider-Gwen, aka Gwen Stacy?
From Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
And that's the thing.
Like, really good.
They keep complaining about like we need more women and this. Well, let the show go forward, right? Like if they would have just continued with our original home slice, and I get it, they could have played it right because we like in our world, of course, we get older, right? The actor gets older. And they can hand down the torch, so to speak. Yeah, they just got to do it that way. It could, I guess, get cliche after like 40 years. Like, oh, here comes the part where the guy gets oldest, But I think it's still, to me, a more genuine way of continuing the live action universe. I really see it that way. For instance, the old Batmans. If they just would have handed it down to the new generation of Bruce. I get it. They could have called him, I don't know, Buck Wayne or Robin, and they could have even adopted a girl. You know what I mean? Just Batwoman could have took over. Like if they just did it just right, it would work. And this reboot stuff to me is just. Sorry.
And I think that's one of the reasons why Sony was so hesitant on accepting that 50-50 because they made a lot of money off the Spider-Verse and Venom. And so I feel like they're probably seeing profit in Spider-Man franchises right now because they're actually doing it right, almost, I guess you could say.
Spider-Man is the gold mine of the Marvel universe. When it comes
pretty
down
much,
to it, I would say the top grossing character of Marvel is
definitely
Spider-Man. And then after that, if I had to guess, I would say X-Men. And that's coming from I'm older, so I could be totally biased and wrong. But from what I remember, how all of us kids kind of how we swayed with the wind, that's kind of where we were all drawn to.
Yeah,
just throwing it out there. So this doesn't mean my opinion is concrete or correct. It's just that kind of seems to me, and it sounds like based on what people are saying is they realize that Spider-Man is that's their super, their golden ticket.
He's even he's been. I feel like he's been the face of the franchise for years now, honestly.
Yeah, I actually have the first issue of Spider-Man comic.
Oh, really?
1979. Actually, you guys keep talking. I'll go grab it right now. Actually, I'll be right back.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, I actually, I'm not that old, but my mom bought it for my brother when he was born. Sad part is
you're not that old,
baby.
Yeah,
She
you're
also
not.
damage that has also occurred to her too.
You couldn't hear you say that.
Okay, so the 1990 Spider-Man, I'd say the best is the animated series. I grew up with that series.
Series, yeah.
What sucks that it leaves with a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Man never find the real Mary Jane.
Yeah, I was really disappointed that they never like showed him finding her. I was like, oh, that really sucked.
Let's see, they're still making Spider-Man games, which is good.
Bro, is that
Ooh, nice
Number
comment.
one issue right there, Spider-Man, 1979. But
dang, dude.
Oh
the whole
yeah.
back cover was ripped off by my brother.
Ooh.
Because my mom let him play with it because he was a baby and she bought it for him to learn how to read when he was 3 months old. So yeah.
My stepfather used to own comics years ago when
just for
I
the
used to
record,
keep them, but it's still selling out, and I wanted it. But oh well, at least I got my own comics.
I mean, we got teeth marks on this shit. I mean, look at this, man. My brother was hungry as hell.
Wow.
I even think some of these hole punctures are from kitty cats that, are no longer with us anymore. But yeah, this is it right here, man. I can show you all, man. Like this.
When I noticed those teeth marks, I thought a cat or a dog would rip into them, but no, it wasn't.
You can smell how old this is. I mean, this is the real deal, man, right here. This is the reboot, by the way. The original Spider-Man obviously was back in the 40s or 50s. This was then when they rebooted again, right here. I actually own it. I actually looked it up online. Even in this condition, it's worth around $100. If I had it in mint, it'd be worth way more, obviously. Damn. But yeah, it's sad that it is what it is, man. But yeah, I got this. And I kept it, obviously, because my brother didn't give a shit. As we grew up, I was the comic. He didn't care about comics. So I was like, I'll keep it. So yeah. There you go, everybody. Now y'all just saw that first issue comic of Spider-Man exclusively on this channel. That's right. I read that damn thing at least about 5-6 times. So nice. When I was a kid, now I have to go back again just to flex. But I digress.
Okay, so I was saying that Sony's doing well with the Spider-Man game, so they might make a sequel in the future. They're doing games in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to thank whoever's watching so much for leaving so many comments. I just got 20 likes for my latest stream of the podcast. I was doing gaming stream of Spider-Man on the PS4.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. You had a lot of love there, and thank you all for joining him on that. I think that's very beautiful, to see the community come together and support him, but at the same time, just be a part of it. Leave the comments. He reads them all. We all interact. And also, as you guys can see here on our new streaming thing, I pull up all you guys when you leave comments. You guys get to see your comment right there, boom, smack on the screen. Shadow again said, "This is her opinion. I don't like the college version of Parker. I want teenager a lot more."
Really?
Fair enough. It is what it is.
My opinion, I like both the teenage and college of a version of Peter Parker.
I can get down with both, but I think, now as an adult, what do I prefer more?
I feel like for me though, because we've already seen him go through high school twice.
Yeah,
and
the reboot.
The
Right?
reboots. Yeah. So I feel like it's like why not give us a chance to see a college age Spider-Man where he's a little bit more mature, where he already has experience.
I'm almost to the point where I want to see a middle-aged Spider-Man because I feel like I want to see him I gotta put my teeth in and whoop his asses. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I want to see all
because I'm wondering what Peter Parker is like when he's older.
Yeah, even Superman. Same noise. You guys know Superman starts to get gray on the side.
Yeah.
After a while, he's been alive for 500-600 years. I want to see a futuristic Superman movie. It's we always keep getting these reboots, and so I can totally understand. If you keep going back to the same thing, you're just regurgitating it at that point. And I get it; it's a different spin here and there. But I really just want to see something different. I feel like I'm just getting my money taken from me to see the same thing over and over. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's why, like, I can totally understand, a lot of you cats out there, how you feel about it. Shadow said again, Disney just greedy and hungry for money. They only care about the money. They don't care about the fans or the fandom itself.
This ain't
They are,
Disney or Sony?
according to Shadow here, this is what she's saying. They only care about themselves and the money. Thank you for that comment, Shadow. I'm gonna have to agree on that. Like
this is what
I will debate. You know me. Y'all know me. If I'm gonna sit there and rebut something, I will say it. I got nothing. I'm totally like, that I can't defend Sony or Disney on that level. Like, no, that's kind of what it comes down to. Based especially on this agreement. They finally agree now with 50-50.
When they don't care about the fans, it pisses me off.
It sucks because Stan obviously rightfully got paid for what he did, right? We all can agree to that. We're not going to take away that. But then in the end, now it turned into, it's almost like the Don King, Y'all know what I'm talking about? Don King? Yes, no?
I think so.
No.
Okay, I'll give a short version. Mike Tyson, obviously he was a good boxer. There was a guy, a business manager, Don King. He hired Mike Tyson and he pimped him out, and he got all the contracts. He ripped Mike Tyson off, and he made millions. Mike Tyson's the one in the ring getting punched and everything in the head, right? Don King comes up. Yeah, Don King he's basically a pimp. You know what I mean? Like, he pimped Mike Tyson in the ring. Mike Tyson obviously suffered all the blows in his head. Don King is just a piece of trash. Made a bunch of money off of him. Don King is basically Disney, or Disney's the Don King. Whatever. It's a phrase. It's from my era, but that's it. It's those people. They'll find, they know, like, okay, this person's going to make me a lot of money, and I'm going to expose him, and I'm going to make all the money, and and I'm going to screw over the original talent. You see what I'm saying? It's that type of, it's just that type of bull dinky. So
I get you. Yeah, like I would also think that's what it all comes down to, is the money. Like, Sony wants to continue making money off Spider-Man, and the way I kind of see it a little bit though too for Disney is they're kind of like trying to reconnect and build the whole Marvel universe, because Marvel, they sold the rights to the characters in order to save their company years ago. Like, they sold Spider-Man to Sony, they sold X-Men and Fantastic Four to Fox. Hulk, I don't remember. Hulk got sold to Universal or whatever. Like, they all got like separated pretty much, and that only one is left right now is Spider-Man. Disney practically has everybody back except for Spider-Man.
And I'm being bold right now saying this, and I left this comment before, and I'm sure someone will probably rebut it. I was like, you know what? If I had it my way, I would just give all the Marvel to Netflix. I know it sounds weird, but if you watch Jessica Jones, you watch Luke Cage, you watch Iron Fist, you watch Daredevil, all those shows, in my humble opinion, did a great job. And I know a lot of people bash Iron. I don't know why they bash Iron Fist. Like, I thought the show was actually great. I don't know if it's just like a sheep thing to do. It's like, oh, well, a good chunk of people say it sucks, so I must agree with them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an open thinker. Like, I think for myself. I'm not just going to say it sucks because the top YouTuber says it sucks. And I explain to me why it sucks. And I can't get that answer from nobody. They'll give a very cliche generic, bad writing. Okay, give me an example. Bad writing. Yeah. That's not an example, man.
It's not an example.
That is that's like the cheesiest argument I get from cats out there.
No, it's not.
They try to justify it by saying, "Oh, it's because of this." Give me an example, then. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong. All I'm saying is give me an example, and then I might even agree with you. But I don't ever hear it. All I hear is a few people, and here's the thing: the funny part is whenever you hear people complain online, a lot of us assume that's the majority. It's actually the minority, because remember, hear me out. Okay, whenever you go to customer service, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but hear me out. If you go to, let's say you go to Best Buy, right? Okay. And there's that one person waiting in line that wants to speak to the manager. They want to complain because of their bad service, right? Does that person represent everybody that's shopped there? No.
No.
The problem is we're all going to hear about that person because that's the person the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You know that analogy.
Yeah.
Versus the thousands of customers that came and gone, never said a word. So when society hears the squeaky wheel, they assume that person dictates the rest of it. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I know it's weird, but like that's kind of how our mentality ends up being. And it's very sad because it's like, no, just because a few bad people say something doesn't make it so. These are the people that, and this comes down to real life. Like, if you've all went to Best Buy, right, and bought something left.
I haven't been to Best Buy in a while, so
neither have I. But I guess my point is that I don't know. I don't. What's the phrase I'm thinking? Basically, if you don't complain, obviously that means you've got good service. Do you know what I mean? Like a person that complains is someone that wasn't happy with their experience. But the thousands of people that didn't complain, obviously they were happy. Do you know what I mean? Like you're more likely to bitch if you didn't like something than if you liked it, right? How many people after they bought at Best Buy, they stood in line at customer service and said, "I want to talk to your manager." They get the manager and they go, "I loved it here. It was shopping. It was great. It was amazing. It was this. It was that." You know what I mean? You don't hear that. But that person that's pissed off, they're going to wait in line and they're going to let you hear it. That's my point. And that's online too. The people that
Best Buy used to be good not back then when I was younger, but nowadays Best Buy isn't as good as I used to because I haven't shopped Best Buy for months.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think times change. My opinion. I think it's so convenient now to sit on my ass and go to Amazon and buy something. That's literally like I think it's just technology has changed. It's no different than the printing company. I'm not going to buy a magazine for anime. I just go online and digitally read it. That's I think the times just change. It's no different than the railroad, right? The railroad was built in America back 50, 60 years ago. No one travels train. Well, I should say nobody, but people fly now. You see what I'm saying? Like things evolve. So I don't think it's a practice. I think it's just an evolution. Just like the printing company, they're dead. So I digress.
I get you. But I do feel like because how you brought up Netflix, because they finally released a couple of things for the whole Disney Plus. I guess you say because you said the Netflix budget like for it and all that compared to already seeing what Disney has planned, and their budget so far for the trailer, say like was the Star Wars Mandarin, and then they're already talking about a whole bunch of Marvel series, like a live action series concept. I'm very curious what kind of budget they're going to put into all these like series. Like they announced they're going to bring in She-Hulk. They're going to have like they're going to have Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then Wanda and Vision. They're going to have all these series. So I'm very curious the budget they're going to put behind all of this, especially after seeing Star Wars the Mandarin trailer. That looks really good for like a series they're going to have on Disney Plus. It looks movie quality, like basically, So I'm curious what kind of budget they're going to put and effort they're going to put into the Marvel series on this Disney Plus. So like if that's going to happen, I'm very curious because like I feel like they could also do this for Spider-Man. They could do if they get the rights back for Spider-Man, they could do a series because Spider-Man has so many villains to go around.
Right. It's so annoying.
I feel like Spider-Man has probably the most villains, honestly.
Oh yeah. And then
I don't know, but
he's been in so many crossovers for the Marvel Universe since the 90s.
Spider-Man. They have all been around for a very long time before all of us were born. Like Spider-Man came out like when my mom was born. my mom's like 70, so I mean to be fair, it's like they've been rebooting it even since then. I just mean like from all the known villains that Spider-Man has, it's quite a lot. I just feel like in order to help given that depth for the connection with all these villains, to even give them a story background that will lead them fighting Spider-Man, give them a live action series on the Disney Plus. Like give them like a fight with Shocker, Rhino, whoever, Kingpin. Finally bringing Kingpin if you want to, Norman Osborn. Bring in all these people. Instead of having us wait 2-3 years to have Spider-Man fighting against a new villain. Because he has so many villains as it is. And that's what will make it great with the Netflix. If Netflix owned it all, they know how to do it. As you can tell, they did the Defenders. You saw that they collabed Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil. They were all together. Then boom, Spider-Man easily would be there. He's part of that crew fighting against Kingpin. You know, Spider-Man and Kingpin is a thing.
Definitely.
That is definitely not a that's legit. That's actually continuity. They all are defending and working together, and that's why, like, to me, it's like at the end of the day, I'd rather have Netflix because then we get a TV series.
Yeah,
they got the backing, they got the money. They're not just gonna drop a quick 2-hour movie, charge us all $15 to sit in a damn uncomfortable seat, pay overpriced popcorn and all that jazz. I want that damn Netflix. I want that like 5, 6, 7 series. We're talking like 30 hours of awesome sauce. That's what I want. You know, I sit at my house, watch it. They get paid, obviously, because the viewership's there. But unfortunately, it's these licensing. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
they just care about the money. They don't care about the fans. And I call that. Unfortunately, I don't want to blame Stan and all them, but it's their fault for splitting the rights to different companies.
Yeah,
that was the problem. Is when they did it. I know you don't want to keep all your eggs in a basket per se, but it's like clearly if you put the Defenders in this basket and then you put Spider-Man in this basket, you can't ever have them together because of copyright. When they're, I want my money. Why can't they just go, okay, let's work together and then 50-50 split? You think it would be that easy? It doesn't work that way, though. It's
No.
I honestly think my favorite Netflix one is probably The Punisher.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
I didn't mention John Bartholomew. He's like one of my favorite actors of all time. Man. I love him. I loved him as Shane on Walking Dead, and I'm getting a lot of shit for that. Shane's my favorite Walking Dead character, and everybody hates me when I say that. I get so many dislikes and hated. I love Shane. Shane to me was way cooler than Rick. I fucking hated Rick. I still watch the show to support it, but to me, Shane was a logical thinking person, and he got tricked. It was Lori that got him killed. She was She was always like, she's like, stay away. Remember, at first she finds out Rick's alive. How dare you lie to me? He's like, I thought he was dead.
Yeah.
Stay away from. Then all of a sudden, stay away from my son. Stay away from me. Stay away from. Okay. Then the son comes up to him and he's like, hey, okay. He backs off. How dare you ignore my son? He's like, you just told me to stay away from my fucking son. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it, rewatch it. That's what I'm like. That's bipolar as fuck right there. Like I am not against bipolar people. My brother is bipolar as fuck. I love my brother.
Wow.
The point is like full blown. That's how it went down every time. And in the end, she even got in Rick's ear. She's like, Shane's got to go. He's a pro. Like and then Rick's all like, yes, I got to do it for this vajayjay. And that's exactly what happened. Like it was just like, whoa, damn, like crazy. And that's what happened. And then he lost this. He tried to leave. Remember, he's like, I gotta go because if I stick around, my mental health. And she's like, no, you gotta stay. And then he stayed, and then they fucking killed him.
It's messed up.
Christ. It's like if he just would have left, it would have been avoided. Like he tried to get away from the relationship because he realized, like, okay, he was trying to do the right thing, and then he got caught up because obviously his best friend's still alive. Obviously, he has feelings for her because he truly cared. And she just threw him aside right away, which I don't blame her because dude's alive now.
Yeah.
But it's like he really was a rebound. He was the rebound.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, it's like it's not his fault. He tried to leave and she wouldn't let him, or at least she convinced him to stick around.
She was playing his mind games with him, and like he really got to him. Yeah.
If you really rewatch it over with an open mind, you'll see that she was actually the bad guy. That's what it was. And a lot of people don't understand that. It's like, well, that's because you got to be open-minded about it. You can't just sit there and be like, I don't know. Yeah. We're off track, everybody. We're talking about Walking Dead now. But anyways, Punisher's awesome. Punisher's awesome.
Okay, anyone else want to talk about more about Spider-Man before we move to the next topic?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, Sam, do you want to continue?
Not very much. That's pretty much all I got to say for this topic.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done wrapping up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for me,
here's one thing before we get off. I was hoping that they go on the rights to bring Spider-Man back. If not, then I'm gonna be sad.
Yeah, I hope they get it back. Yeah, because I wanted. Yeah, because I really wanted to hear more about Spider-Man stuff because I'm so upset when Spider-Man is leaving the MCU. It's like, yeah, that's all I gotta say for now.
Yeah, I hope they do something. I hope they come up with some sort of agreement that will allow Spider-Man come back, and hopefully even a better agreement where they could bring in more of the villains. Like something.
Well,
Yeah,
the games are not going away anytime soon, but the movies,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, that's a problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
the movies, yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait for the next Spider-Man game. That one's gonna be good.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, it's just depressing when it comes down to these stupid legal copyrights, and I just I hate it because at the end of the day, the fans suffer.
Yeah,
Do you know
exactly.
what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe the owner couldn't buy his daughter a new Porsche for her sweet 16, but I'm just throwing out there that we, the average people, suffer. It happens every time. History has proven this. And
So
it's
I need
just,
the money. I need the money to spare to buy the car.
right? Sorry, honey. We got you a Honda Civic. What?
Uh,
I
Oh my God.
It's that type of noise, man. That's in my head what's going on every time I see these companies fight back and forth. I'm always thinking about them, thinking about their extra plane or their extra lot or their car for their sweet. That's always what goes through my head. Maybe I'm cynical, but I can't help it. But it's like when you're worth billions of dollars, like how the hell do you like how do you like this wants to stop and go, okay, guys, let's actually think about the fans and not our own fucking checkbook.
Okay.
It's like,
All right, so everyone, I'll move on to the next topic.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So yeah, everybody. You want to take this one right here, Johnny, or I can start it off with us.
You start off. Because
Okay,
I want to know
everybody.
what to know about.
A lot of you cats out there are PC gamers, I would assume, or have a PC in your house with integrated graphics if it's Nvidia compatible. So this is for those of you cats that have Nvidia drivers. It's pretty easy to know if you do. If you don't know, then yeah, that'd be kind of sad if you didn't. But anyways, Nvidia themselves have released their drivers a lot. That's one thing Nvidia's been super known for versus AMD. They release them kind of like once every 3-4 months. Nvidia is like every week, every other week, they release drivers all the time, just trying to make their product work better. But this is a huge release. If you guys haven't got it this week, definitely go ahead and look into it. Of course, before you do so, make a save state on your computer. If you guys don't know how to create a restore point, just YouTube how to create a restore point, just in case, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and do that. Then install this. Do a fresh install, unless you guys don't want to reset all your, because that does reset your settings. Go ahead and make that happen. This right here alone is promised to make games such as Apex Legends and other games, Fortnite, and a lot of things run at almost 25% faster than what your computer's doing now. So if your computer now is kind of like, it's decent, but it's like, oh man, I just wish it was a little bit better. I want to buy a new computer. You might not have to, because these drivers right here, as long as you have NVIDIA graphics card, just so you know, this right here is like a very good. This is like that oof update, not your typical weekly update. So y'all do that. I don't know if you guys have yet or not. And also the other.
Oh yeah, I always update my Nevada's drivers like every week whenever there's an update, and plus I use it most of the times once I record some PC gaming.
Okay, absolutely. And also, everybody, every week we will be mentioning this as well on the channel here. Epic Games, we're not endorsed by them. We're not saying they're better than Steam. Every week they release a new free playable game that you can download, and it's yours forever to keep as long as you have the Epic Games launcher. Pretty straightforward. All you have to do is just download.
I'm gonna respect everyone's opinion. I used to like Epic Games until like there was like so many issues. I know I said this for a previous episode, but I deleted my Epic Games months ago. I stopped caring about Epic Games Store.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know that. That's why I wanted to put the disclaimer out there that not all of us agree or disagree, whatever, on the whole practices of what they do. What I'm doing is I'm looking out for the gamer out there that, hey, if you want a free game every week, and the last game I got before this week, it was a $40 game that I was going to buy. And the only reason I didn't buy it is because they didn't have multiplayer. It's a great game that should have been multiplayer, like from the get-go. I'm not going to explain the game name. I just want to get the story out there, quick to prove my point. So I said, I'm not going to buy it. But now I just got it for free, a $40 game. Even if it's on sale, at most, I maybe can get it for $10. But I got it for free. All you have to do is, and here's, okay, don't take this the wrong way, y'all, but y'all could just make a bunk account, download these games every week, and then 10 years down the road, you can maybe even sell that account for a few $1,000s. I'm just saying, because technically, all these games, you could just sell them. That's probably against the terms, but I'm not going to tell y'all how to run your life. All I'm saying is that account could be worth something. Just saying. I got Super Meat Boy for free here, y'all. All right, I'm going to show you right now, just to give you guys a taste real quick. Like I said, I'm not endorsing these cats. I'm just throwing out there all the awesome sauce that you can get if you make it happen. Okay, so we go here. Oh, no. Here. Maybe here.
I feel like instead of announcing it on the podcast, you should have told us separately and quiet.
Okay, so what things about some Epic games that are exclusive? Some of them are one time exclusive, but some of them are permanently. That's it. If it's permanently, I don't care about getting the game.
All right, so you guys can see it here, right?
Yes.
So here we go. Here's all the games I got free. And every week, I've been missing so many games because I've been setting now an alarm literally every week on my. I don't want to say her name because then she'll pick up what I'm saying and she'll record it. It's the Alexa.
Okay, Super Meat Boy. I already got this game. The one on the right, I had this game.
Yep. Well, see, I got them all for free though. It says there's Drifter, Oxen-free or Oxen-free.
I got Swagger a long time ago, but I don't have the DLC. I'm thinking about
I had this game for the 360 Xbox. Loved it. Never beat it. But now I got it for free. Rhyme, Slime, Witness. And remember, like I said, I would have been getting more if I would have logged in every week. So every week. Some of these games, like I said, are up to worth, like this game right here, it's a $40. It's either a $30 or $40 game.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I still have that copy, but I just never give it away. I had that for free.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, all I'm saying is, y'all, is keep your ears open. Every week, we will tell you what game it is that you're getting free. This week, it was this game right here. It's called Fez. Oops, I'm not going to install it right now. But, yeah, this is the game that they're giving away for free. Last week was this game right here, Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. That's the one I've ever said I always wanted. I never bought it because it wasn't multiplayer, which, like I said, again, makes no sense. But it's their game; they can do whatever they want. But they lost. Yep. They lost my sale, but I'll gladly take it for free. So,
they have a John Wick game.
A John Wick game? No.
I'm on it right now. There's a John Wick Hex game. Like I don't know.
Right
like $20. I'm going through the website right now. And I'm like checking it out.
Right on. See, I just want, like I said, again, I'm not endorsing him. I know Johnny, he's totally anti-Epic, and that's fine. But, hey, at the end of the day, the gamers win when it's a free game. A free game's a free game. And I just want to point out to you cats watching. It's free game. Screw them. You don't have to, like, support them. You just get your game free.
Right.
Just throwing it out there. All right, Shadow says, which The Walking Dead is better, the AMC or the Telltale games?
Now that's a good game. That's a good question. I haven't seen The Walking Dead for so long, ever since season 6. But the Telltale games, I'd say I enjoyed the Telltale games. I actually like both, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like both as well. I haven't seen the show in a while because I don't watch that much TV nowadays. But I would have to go with the game. For me, honestly, I would have to go with the game.
Yeah. Well, the show is cheese. That's why I always call it The Walking Cheese. I changed it to that because the show is so stupidly ridiculous how it reminds me of those like 70s and 80s shows where like, remember Austin Powers? Have you guys seen those movies or no?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to explain it right now and you guys are going to know. Do you remember like at the beginning of the very first one, Austin Powers was about to stop Dr. Evil and he gets up and he turns around and runs away, and he's like, he's getting away, and you see him going, and they just stand there and they're pointing the whole time. It's like the whole cartoon. Yes, that's the Walking Dead does the same thing. Spoiler alert-ish. I'll keep it short. There's times when the villain will come out in front of 30 enemies with freaking AK-47s, and they're pointing at him. He comes out, gives a speech like, I'm a big bad baddie. Y'all do what I say, blah, 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 blah. And then he turns around, he waddles right back into his fucking building. Not a single one thought, boop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why? And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I call it the walking cheese. It's like, don't get me wrong. I still watch it. I'm caught up. I love the actors. I want to support them. I'm gonna write it to the end just because I love zombie movies. I've loved it before The Walking Dead. Huge zombie fan. That's actually like one of my horror things that my brother brought me up on that. So I'm gonna write it out. But I gotta call it cheese when I see it, and that's why I call it that. The video game don't have that cheese. Like when shit goes down, it's justifiable. There's decision making, right? This person, like when the zombies came, you look to the left and right, and you got to pick like, oh, do I save the kid? Do I save the guy? What do I do? You know, it's that type. Like, and there's consequences. Like I love that. I love that interaction. So I haven't played all the games. I actually used to do it on my gaming channel, but I stopped. But my point is, I'm gonna have to go with the games.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, they know how the show. They know how to prolong, like the villain. Basically, they know how to prolong for the story.
Mm-hmm. The walking cheese. It's so cheesy. It's like, oh, come on. There's no way he would have survived that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna crawl under a dumpster. What? What the? What? Nani? Like, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna say it out loud.
I know.
So yeah, just in case, there's always that